spiritual gift of wisdom. This is the quick topic of our episode today here at Spirit and Truth as we discover the spiritual gifts found in 1 Corinthians 12 and Romans 12. The Greek word for wisdom is the wisdom or the application of knowledge found in 1 Corinthians 12, verse 8 as a spiritual gift. It's also mentioned in James 3:17. If you want to know a little bit of the definition, look at that James verse. It's an excellent verse of knowing what wisdom would look like. The spiritual intuition or supernatural revelation that comes from God applying his truth to a current situation, helping resolve a problem or give practical instruction. That's a broader definition of what God's wisdom in action would look like. And this springs not from the human heart or the human soul or from experience. It springs from the Holy Spirit giving you wisdom. It's the sense of being guided by the Spirit in situations in order to take wise and appropriate actions. And this is how we help one another as a group in a community or a fellowship of disciples of Jesus Christ. They go to the people who have gifts of wisdom. They just ask for advice and they just say, hey, do you have an understanding? Do you have an inkling of what God might be doing? Have you ever noticed spontaneous intuition that helps a friend immediately in the circumstance? It probably wasn't just your intuition. It might have been the gift of wisdom through the Holy Spirit. Or maybe when you're praying, you ask the Lord for a verse and something comes up that immediately helps them discern their course of action. That's probably the gift of wisdom in action. And we should all be asking the Holy Spirit, one, of course, for wisdom in our own life, but also that we can have wisdom through the gift of wisdom by the Holy Spirit in the lives of another. I just want to give you a quick example from my life. Many years ago in a small group, we were getting ready to pray and we were just going one by one through the prayer requests, and a young man asked for advice regarding a work matter. And immediately, as I started to ask the Lord how I should pray, a verse from Revelation 2 instantly popped into my mind. And so I crafted just a short blessing prayer and a little bit of advice according to that verse that I had, and I gave it to him. And he was greatly blessed, and he believed that that was going to help him in his situation. I've been leaning into the gift of wisdom for a long time, so I knew that that inspiration was the gift of the Holy Spirit, and I knew how to cultivate it so that I could bless one of my brothers with the wisdom that God had given me. So I pray that all of us would try to cultivate this spiritual gift in each of our hearts so that we can bless the communities that we're a part of, fellowships of disciples, and even the world with wisdom. Wisdom that comes from on high, not our own wisdom. It's not our experience. It's not our understanding or knowledge. It's the wisdom from the Holy Spirit. So I pray, Holy Spirit, enable and encourage the gift of wisdom in all of our lives so that we can be a blessing to our communities and a blessing to the world. Again, this is Spirit and Truth signing off. I'm glad to be a part of your life. My name is Pastor Greg, and many blessings.